Jesus Christ loves you in practical way. That's why we are here. Bring your problem with us. We have seen many, many miracles. Supernatural things happen. Until you experience it, I do not expect you to believe it. The Bible says, come and taste the goodness of God. Or otherwise, how should you believe me? I didn't even believe it myself before. I did. I believed in this. I believe myself. I believe myself because I make something out of nothing. I was poor. I was down and out. I do not have a good family background. And I built my business empire by my own wit. Until I'm there, I found that there's no more challenge for me. I don't find it is right for me, because the higher you get, when you're happy, enjoying that time, when I look up, there's another mountain to climb. It goes on one mountain, another mountain, another wind, another wind, another wind, and always there's a mountain in front of you, you need to climb. I am not satisfied with working for other people. I know I'm better than that. I feel sorry because in Chinese culture, it is like you work for somebody, you are making other people, giving people your time and trade it for money. But I go into business very soon. I just work a little bit for other people. I try my best not to work for other people. I find the easiest way, the less capital involvement business to start off myself. And I succeed. But I was so proud at that time, people look me up. And I have another experience, is that when I was young, I didn't know I have that ability, but it just come. I realized it's strange. Because I sleep, and when I wake up, the dream that I dreamed last night, I see it exactly. I am in that dream. That I've never been there before, but I've already seen it in my dream. That's a bit of supernatural, isn't it? But as time goes on, now I share my things to other people, and many people have about the same experience as me. But they might be more advanced. But I feel strange myself because I do science. I was a researcher in a pharmaceutical company researching drugs to replace penicillin, if you know what I mean. So there's a lot of things, like you need a lot of scientific know-how, how the molecules work, and how all the functions of different things. That you really go to very detail and experience again and again and again until you find the formula. And you cannot make it, like you cannot just guess. So my journey of life is that I try it first, I experience it, and then, until I put my life into it, until I believe that, until I invest in it. But the thing is, Jesus Christ is much cleverer than me. Jesus Christ knows everything. He knows my background. He knows that I am doubting. If there's a God, why is it so many bad things happen in this world? Why there's war there, and even my background comes from a divorced family. Why is it broken family? If that's God, why God allowed broken family for me to born into a broken family? Why? Why? That stopped me from believing there's a God for a long, long time. And I have to struggle myself, I have to determine myself to struggle hard and to work hard, to use whatever I have. So I have my business, And I also did fortune telling because I dream and I can sell the future. So I will use that to have advantage of myself. I did both. For I feel sorry for those people who don't know there is a spiritual realm. Because if you know, it will really help you on that's why so many people go for New Age, so many people go for witchcraft, so many people go for satanic instead of coming to the loving God. So I'm just sharing my testimony. You don't have to believe in me, but for Jesus, he said, come and taste the goodness of God. So you don't have to believe in me, but you can try God yourself. This is my journey, and I wish that you will try God yourself, square and fairly, totally objective, not really a single little bit of subjective idea. But when I hear somebody, like, I have a Chinese meal, very nice, you have this maybe hotel, very nice, but until you try it, you know, so many people cheat, so many people tell you lies, so many people put on the advert, and when you go there, it's not the same. They just put you the best. You see, if you are smoking, and you don't know how to stop, you try, you know how to do it. You're just like a chimney, one after the other, and you know that it will harm yourself, and you can't get anything out. It's become a something you enjoy first, but at the end of the day, it traps you to spend more and more money into it, and you don't know how to stop. When you try to stop it, you find that you're not enjoying anymore. It's become you have become a slave. You have become in bondage into it. So when I believe in Jesus, I have been set free. Praise the Lord. I used to drink. I used to go for very selfish encountering, selfish things, so that I will smile and take your money. A lot of cheating there. But Jesus Christ changed me. How I start is that when I have success one time, success the second time, success the third time, my business double, double, and double. People looking out at me, my family looking at me, because they know that where I come from. I come from a very, very negative situations. Broken family, and really oppressed family. And I came out, I'm free, I have no capitals, and I work my eye out. And I beat the life, but not with Christ, but with my own hand. I feel proud. I got a first class honor in science, in chemistry. And so I told you, I'm a science guy, but I am also a fortune teller. I sleep, dream, and tell you the future. I can walk out the Chinese astrologists to tell you the future. And people come back to me. People come back to me. I know my result at that time is 70% correct on the past, but it's only 50-50 on the future that I tell you on my fortune telling. That's the things before I believe in Jesus. But it doesn't prove that there is God. It proves that there's a spiritual world. Many people haven't entered into it, but many people has. But myself have another encountering. But that gets me interest in finding who is God. Is there really God who create all these things? Is that spiritual realm has a God that created? When the Bible says God created heaven and earth, In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. I know that verse, but I also feel sick about that. I felt sick about that because if God created this world, that's my challenge to God. Why do you let all this happen? Why do you let all this happen? I didn't do anything wrong. But why do you born me in this world in a broken family? Why don't you get me into the royal family that I come out with a golden, like the silver spoon? Why? Why is this suffering? Why is that suffering? Why is that war? Why is that not fair? Why? I don't have the answer. I asked many Christians. They say, "Oh, Christian, I don't know. You talk about God. God is so mysterious. I don't know why, but He is good." But I say, if God allowed this, it's not good. It's not good. So I refuse. I reject Jesus Christ whenever people preach it to me. I am like exactly. Maybe some of you is like me now, rejecting Jesus, thinking that is nonsense. Until one day, by business connection, I want something from that guy. And that guy have the things I want. So I went over there, be friend with him. This is like the social business thing. I friend with that guy, and that guy took me to church. I just have to say, okay, you come, okay, I go with you. I go along with you because she is a Christian. But I want that thing from him. So I go along with him because my business advanced. So I walk along with him and go to the church. And in the church, I have already planned to mock at those people, to challenge them, to tell them that it is not right to believe in such a hoax called Jesus. I will tell you about your silliness, your foolishness, your craziness. You believe such nonsense. You are brainwashed. I will tell them. I enjoy my life. I enjoy my party. I have money. I'm just going for more. You are silly. Why should I listen to you, you silly guys? Sitting there in the pew and listen to nonsense. When the pastor came to me, if you go to the church a few weeks, constant in the Sunday, you go to them, and the pastor will come to you. Hey, how do you like our church? Dare you to come. Do you know what I say to him? Hey, pastor, thank you for asking me this. It's nice that you asked me, but I think it is great. You have organized a lot of boat trips, a lot of picnics, a lot of barbecues. Young people like that. I enjoy all these activities. You are doing well. But as I walk to your church, I saw people on the street. I saw beggars on the street. When I'm walking towards your church, have you done anything to them? You know what that pastor responds? Typical. He responds with ha 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 ha. Not able to answer me because he actually hasn't done anything to those people. And I said, dare you to come to tell me about Jesus. You are the pastor, and I just challenge you. Dare you to come to talk about Jesus to me. That was my experience, real life, real experience. That's how I came to Jesus Christ, because how I reject him. But because the business friend, I want to take the benefit from him, That's why I went to church with him. He had overheard what our conversation. And he said, "Oh, I don't know, you are such a nice person, that you really care for the homeless. You really care for the people on the street, the street sleepers. This church do not do it. But I know a church that really, really do it. You must like to go there." And with my pride, I said, "Of course, I'm a good, nice person. I will go with you. I will go with you to go to that place. I will see how they do it. I may be able to teach you something." So I went with the place. If somebody knows, that's called Jackie Pullinger's place. It's called St. Stephen Society, and it dealt with drug rehabilitation. Many trials, many heroin addicts were there, and I saw them. One of the ministry is that they cook food and take it on the street and try to use the box of food to tell them about Jesus. So I followed them and saw that it is rather difficult, even for the people on the streets, to tell people about Jesus. I was standing around, I just want to help the homeless, help the street sleepers, and I saw that every time they try to give a box, and they try to open their mouth about, "Hey, do you want to know about Jesus? This is the food from Jesus." They sometimes took a life out. "Would you like to talk about Jesus? I dare you." Many people risking their life, cook the food, take it on the street, and serve them. But many of them got a persecution like that. They took their life up. "Dare you to tell me Jesus?" But still, they are doing it. I am just an unbeliever following them and what is that? And I noticed that some of them open the rice boxes. When they talk about Jesus, the rice boxes is right into their face. All that. But surprise me, they continue to do it. And it's silly. These people, being nice to them, but they are nasty back. But they still continue to do it, still continue to talk about Jesus, wanting them to believe in Jesus. And I found out they were once drug addicts, they were once sleeping on the streets, but they got changed because of Jesus. They're trying all their life to get changed, but they can't. At the last resort, they came to Jesus. That's why they know that the only solution for these people to get out of the situation is through Jesus. Permanent solution. I wasn't a believer, but I was watching them, I was following them, just pretend to be a nice person. And I went there and I watched this, and sometimes it gave me doubts, because one by one of these people came to me and they have tears when they tell their testimony about, "I was a drug addict for so many years. If it's not Jesus, I would have died already." One by one telling me, and their background is the head of the trials, and they have been long time drug addicts, something like that. One by one came and talked, and I was surprised. They seem real. I mean, they have tears in their eyes. And they are continue to do this, and they have no reward on that. But then, because I reject Jesus so much, I would say, I will make myself an excuse. I would say, "Eddy, don't listen to them, because they were liars. They were the drug addicts. They were the trials. You shouldn't believe in him. No, you shouldn't believe in any one of them. So get away from it." So I've been convinced about their own testimony, because I haven't tried myself, because it's only them, and they could lie to me. You see, I am clever in a way, because I'm a scientific guy, I'm an atheist, I'm a non-believer, or I am not. I don't know who I am. But my stand is don't believe in this junk, Jesus. Don't go to church. So I make my stand and continue to try to relate to this friend and try to make my business. At one point, another guy who is not the drug addict background, who is not, and he is an old guy, 80 years old, and he still continue to join the ministry, climbing up the floor, bringing food down, and going on the street to serve the homeless people on the street. And I watch him. He's coming constantly every week, going up and down, sometimes even cook, and walk with us on this journey of like 2.5 hours. I couldn't understand this 80-year-old person, old man, continue to do that. But it's strange. He talked very direct. He said, Eddy, don't you not believe in Jesus? I was rather shocked. He's so impolite without manner. But it seems to be genuine. And I couldn't find any reason why he lied to me. And he told me his story. He told me that he was retired. But after retirement, he went on to fix the lamp, the neon lights in Hong Kong. He fixed the neon lamp and then it fell and dropped. And then his leg is broken. And they went rushed to the hospital. The hospital said they fixed it, but he cannot walk since then. He couldn't walk. He couldn't walk. He tried every doctor, every surgeon, tried every hospital, Hong Kong medicine, English medicine like the British medicine or the Chinese medicine. Didn't work. For a while, then, two brothers in this ministry placed hands on him, and then he can walk. He said, don't you not believe in Jesus? That set me going, because I didn't know how to reject his testimony. I didn't know for sure whether he's really lied to me. His own testimony, and he's like a straightforward guy to me. And he's coming to the death very soon. He's very near to death. He's too old. And still doing that, there's no reason. So it started me off to challenge this God. I say, if you are real, if you exist, you have to prove that you are real to me, not just suggest, like a scientific proof, like a real proof to me. And I thought, well, maybe a bit difficult, but too easy, because he has already told from other people. He have already sent many people to testify to me. But I still reject. But it's not real proof, isn't it? I haven't experienced it. Just in case somebody can prove it, I say, not only that you have to prove it to me, you also have to prove it to me that you are worthy for me to follow you. See, you can tell at that time I am very full of myself. I am very self-efficient, sufficient for myself. You have to prove that you are worthy for me to follow you. So I have no financial trouble, you know that. I have none of the trouble. I can go to party. I can pick up girls. I can pick up cars. I'm free financially. I'm young. Why do I need God and follow Him? Why do I have to go to church? Not go to party, not to the nightclub, find girls, find my drinks, enjoy myself. Why can't I? or smoking as I like, but I didn't like smoking anyway. So it didn't bother me. I didn't have your trouble. But I have some alcohol problem. I have some relationship problem. Because when you have more, you try to distance yourself. Because if somebody really from their heart want to lie to you, you become suspicious. Why are you so nice to me? Is it because of my money? Is it because of my success? Because of my fame, my social status? Why are you so nice to me? So I couldn't bring a genuine relationship because I'm so skeptical. The more you have, the more defensive you become. You understand? Having more is not always good. Having more is not always good. I didn't know. I was brainwashed by this society, saying that you have more, you'll be even better. But it's not. Having more, you are more empty inside because there's no real relationship. Even your own blood sister, brother, parents, it behaves differently. They will think, why are you not so nice with the others? You are so nice to me. Is it because of this things that you have? Is it because you want me to buy you something? Is that all? You become so distant, you become a bubble inside yourself. You don't want to be hurt, and you defend yourself. So I couldn't get into a real relationship. I feel empty. Do you agree that everybody will need some genuine love? But when you have something, you don't know where is the genuine love. Is it the beauty or the body you want? Or the money you have? Or the uniform you have that they want you? Is that all? The more you have, the more isolated you will become. I tell you, it's very difficult to make real, genuine friends. Look at Elon Musk and Trump. You can tell that. So come back to my journey. Is that I challenged God with that. But to cut the story short, in one night I went with them. God let me experience His reality. He is real because He really listened to my secret prayer. I challenged Him with something that I couldn't do it. And I challenged Him needed the impossible, and He make it more than possible for me. So He met the first questions that I challenged. I was shocked at that time. I was shocked. And even then, I said to myself, okay, Eddy, I know that you can find a way to reject Jesus. Even though He have answered you, He have proved that the first questions, He have met your challenge the first. But you are such a clever guy. You challenged Him 2 questions. So the second question, He hasn't, isn't it? So you are tired now, you go back home and have a good rest. So that's how I say to myself. But at the same time, I had a pat on my shoulder. And that is a person with gambling habits or addiction in gambling. There's different kind of gambling. But this kind is my very Chinese gambling. It's called mahjong. Play mahjong. And she says she is multi-billionaire. I said, what? You don't look like billionaire. But her family have suddenly became very rich. Very rich because the developer came to bought the land of her family. So the family became very rich, but she was indulged in this gambling thing, and she couldn't get out of it. She became very poor now, but she still couldn't stop gambling. She was crying. I wanted to help her, but I think myself, how can I help this little lady? There's no other way. If I give all my money to her, she can just waste it in 5 minutes. I feel so small in front of this problem. I felt so small in front of her.